Um, I think I'm streaming. Yep, I'm streaming. So, can I hear myself? Yep, I'm streaming. So, can I hear myself? Okay, so basically now we are trying to see how we are gonna work on this whole stuff. Sorry, I just closed my live server. Trying to open that up. Give me a sec. Take all the time, buddy. Take all the time. No one is watching your stream. Yeah. So, no. Mm, yeah, got the one. So, yeah. So basically, my objective for this particular event is gonna be how am I gonna go and create an entire website which describes these three cats. Okay, these three cats as like a, how do I describe it? Like side by side. So the problem which I'm facing right now is that, for example, this is the case, right? This is one cat which I'm setting the width, but it is not happening. So I'm using the div class cat. Okay, I'm using the div class cat. If I'm using the div class as cat, and this is as dat, and this is a sat, for example. So the point is, this is a cat photo, right? This is under the div class cat. So if I reduce my div class, let's inspect this region first. Not this inspect. Yeah. So let's inspect this portion first. Let's see how much area is taking. It's, wait, it's almost taking, I think, the entire place. Wait, let me check. Yeah, this is taking, I think, an entire portion. Okay, which is the problem. It's taking the entire portion. Yeah. So the problem is that it is taking the entire portion. So when you look at it, it looks pretty simple, right? But it's not. So if we target the class cat and then we set it to a width of maybe 200 pixels, this cat is not getting limited. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. I can try adding some padding bottom 30 pixels, 30 pixels. This is not even adding a padding, so I might be wrong something in here. And in the body div class we have the image, the artist, the class. Okay, so the div class is cat. So if I target the class chill, what will happen then? Still not giving me some result. Oh, now I get it. That makes sense. Dumb fault. It's okay. So now we are going to focus on the cat. So now we have given the cat a particular amount of width. So I'm particularly following like a YouTube tutorial in order to fix this. So I don't really have anything as such to focus on majorly here, but I think I'm gonna share that too. Wait. So which one am I using? I'm using the video of Super Simple Dev, and I think I cannot show the video, but I can show the I can take a screenshot. I can take a screenshot of this thing, and then I can use it in the image panel, right? I surely can do that. Um, Let me just come to OBS. Yeah, now it's fine. Yeah, I cannot show you the YouTube video because of copyright issues, but I can obviously keep this image open on somewhere else. Wait, let me just open the screenshot. It would be the last screenshot. Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, the dogs. Who let the dogs out? No, who let the dogs out? So I think I can show you like an image. There is an option for image window capture. I think I need to open another window capture, which is gonna be I cannot take this as a window capture. Wait, so we have application audio browser display capture I can do, I think. No, but it is gonna capture my entire desktop. No image. Yeah, there's an image. There's an image. Yeah, so we're gonna just open this image. Obviously I can share my image, man. I am using one as my overlay. How can I forget that? Okay, so this is the image which I am gonna use as a reference. Okay, so as you can see, this particular image is gonna be the reference. So I have the chill cat, then we have the drunk cat, and if we scroll a bit down, we also have the study cat. Okay, so there are three major cats, and every single one of them are supposed to be having one profile of their own, right? So if we take that into consideration, now that the cat can be targeted, which was not, then I'm gonna give it a display property of inline. Yeah, inline block, yeah. So now, and I'm also gonna target the word dat. Yeah, and same display inline block. Now this is gonna shift to that place. Yeah, but do you see this problem? Like that they are overlapping. It's because there is no padding, which is margin. If I add a margin to the left of maybe 200 pixels, still not enough. 400, not enough. 600. It's basically because don't I didn't add a particular what do I say, particular margin to describe this area. Maybe I should. So the width is 200 pixel and the height is also gonna be 200 pixels. Yeah, now that the height and the width is 200 pixels, now we know but I think the size should be even smaller. The size should be around 100 pixels. Yeah, and then this should be around 100 pixels as well. But wait, so if this is the case, if I'm targeting the dat, the width should be 100 pixels and the height should be 100 pixels. And if I target the study cat, which is sat, then the target should be display inline block. So then margin left. See, I don't know much of display properties yet. Might be that if I use display flex, everything can be organized. I still don't know it yet. So if I also use this 600 pixels, let's see how does it behave. Yeah, I think it's more than enough. 500, 400. 400 is a bit too less. 300. Okay, I think I'm doing it wrong. First of all, every single one of them should have their own box. So if I'm targeting the first div, which is cat, they should have their border so that I can visualize it at a particular way. Yeah, a display inline. Okay. display inline block, or maybe inline block. Yeah, inline block. Then I'm gonna give it a width of 300 pixels. Let's see how big that goes. No, that's not enough. We need more. We need 500 pixels. I can't really see it because all of them are on the same line. So if we put it on sat as well, so the border should be solid. The border should be solid, and the display should be inline block. Inline block. Yeah, and okay, wait. Isn't it supposed to go there? Oh, there is no class called sat. There's dat first of all. Yeah. So then we have the class sat, which is border solid, and then we have the display inline block. Got it? Yeah. So now if we look at it, if we consider this, then the image obviously, wait, yeah, if we bring this image here, because we necessarily don't need to give it that priority to be on the center. Yeah, so if you can notice something very clearly, it's just that we haven't added any form of text yet, right? Because as I can look at it, there has to be Oliver with having two mutual friends, and then Rex. So we are not gonna name them Oliver, Mimi, or Rex. We are gonna name them simple. Yeah. So it's gonna have a text, and another button. So let's get back to text button situation. Yeah, we are gonna go to the text button. Okay, we have the image. Obviously, we have the image, and then we have the text. P dot 2. Now, what should we name it? Cat 2? No, F1. Yeah, F1 is a nice one because friends number 1, friends number 2. You get the point. Yeah. Then we have basically the whole idea of, yeah. So, oh, my screen is covering the entire thing. Yeah. So basically, if we look at this portion, yeah, we've added F1, and what does the F1 consist? F1 consists of two mutual friends, right? Two mutual friends, 3, 4. Yeah. So it has two mutual friends, two mutual friends. Yeah. So there are two mutual friends, and what else do we have? We have, oh, we have name first. The name first. P dot n1. So we are going to name it Chillcat. So Chillcat has two mutual friends, and there is a button for add friend. I don't think we necessarily need three different classes. Add, add, add friend. We don't necessarily need three different classes for this. We can just duplicate it. I don't know how exactly we duplicate it. Oh, but we need three different classes: add 1, add 2, and add 3. But we can name all the buttons add. Yeah, we do need three different classes, but we don't necessarily need three different names for it. Yeah. So in this n1, we are gonna put it n2, n2, and then we are gonna name it drunk cat, because obviously it's a drunk cat. Then we are gonna name it f2. They have drunk cat. Obviously, will have more mutual friends, and add friend button stays the same. And the same thing here. we are going to name it N3, and it's the study cat, and then we have the F2, F3, and it has 4 major friends because obviously why won't they? Yeah. So now that we have this scenario done, we know the fact first of all that be it any dev, we let's use the Roboto font itself. So do I have all of them in a single class? No. Then we can target the body. Yeah. We can target the body in order to make it body. Yeah, body, and then we can say the font family should be Roboto. 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 Yeah. Now the font family is Roboto. Now another thing we need to target is that as you can see, all of them are aligned at a different level, right? So vertical align top. Yeah, and we need to do the same for the rest. Just copy it, paste, copy it, and paste. Yeah, somewhat the problem has been solved, but you can observe something very peculiar which is very understandable. All these cats, first of all, we're using the font bold, font weight bold. Yeah, I don't want bold for everyone. No, I don't want bold for everyone. Yeah. So as you can see, there are 3 cats, right? So we have 3 cats, and we have them at different levels. So this has a different height, this has a different height, this has a different height. So what if we target all the cat classes? For example, this is the chill, the drunk, and the what study. So we can target 3 of them dot chill dot drunk and dot study. Yeah. We can make the height limited to 200 pixels. Yeah, that's one of a story. Drunk. Ah, I named it wrong. It's drunk. Drunk. Yep. So yeah, we have something of a better thing, but you can observe something very weird, which is they have a very different width. So we're gonna fix the width as well, which is gonna be 200 pixels. So you can observe some of them are gonna stretch. So in order to fix that, what was the code again? I always forget this code. What was the code for drunk chill bot hover shadow image HTML? Yeah. Image.css. I think this one I have the one. Is it this one? First of all, this bothers me. Yeah. No, this one is not the one. Which one was it? Model.css? No, not this one as well. Image.css. Oh, we've already opened this one. Which one was it? What is the zoom in? Wait, I think this one was. I don't remember. I need to watch the video with that. Forgot. What was it again? Let's just search it at this point. What is the tag for tag for fixing how to yeah how to fix a stretched image in HCSS. I forgot the code. So this is something that I've learned recently, that if you forget codes you can just ask for it. Object fit. Yeah, it was object fit. Yes, it was object fit. Object fit, object fit, object fit. Yeah, it's object fit. Yeah. So if it is the drum pad, object fit, center, cover. Yeah. Now our cats are good. They're still drunk, still chill, they're still happy. So now if we target the N1, N2 and N3, then what we get is we can bold that font weight, bold. Yeah, we can bold the chill cat, the drunk cat, and also we can add some margin from the margin in between inline. What if we add an inline margin of 5 pixel or 4 pixel? Does it add margin? No. Let it be. Padding left. Padding left is gonna be 5 pixels. Yeah, I think 5 pixels is good enough. I mean we need to do the same for the F1, F2 and F3. But F1 dot F2 and dot F3. Yeah, to do the same with padding left being padding left being 4 pixel, 5 pixel. Yeah, 5 pixel. So now they all have friends, and then we have the button class called add. So now add would be, I think this would do the job. Padding left would be 5 pixel as always. Padding bottom would be why did it not target the button? The button class is add. I targeted the button class. Then what is the problem? Bottom now. Is it getting targeted? Okay. Padding left 10 pixel. Oh, I'm adding padding, not margin. Margin left. Margin left 5 pixel. Margin bottom 10 pixel. Yeah, I think 10 pixel would be better. Yeah, so now we can add padding of 2 pixel on each side, or maybe 5 pixel. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that looks better. And as we can see, the cursor should be pointed whenever we go to that friend. Yeah, and then we have the background color is blue. Background color is blue. So not obviously this blue. I think this is then border radius of 3 pixels. Good enough. Color of black or white. I think it's more or less same. Is it? Okay, something that I am not supposed to be doing is adding this border. So okay, how do I add? Okay, so cat we can add margin right. We can add margin right of maybe 5 pixel. Yeah, and then the same thing with, then we can add margin right to the that. So see, I agree to the fact that this looks visually more accurate than it is, actually accurate. Margin left. What? Why is there a margin between 10 pixels? Okay, does the job. So we can observe that we added um, border, which we don't need. Don't need a border on any one of them. We don't need any borders, but we do need something which we can target all three of them together, which is dot cat, dot sat, and dot dap. Yeah. So we need to add box shadow of maybe 2 pixel, and then again 2 pixel, and then 5 pixel, and then RGBA, where we add the various values of RGB and A, where we add 0, comma 0, comma oh, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, 0, 0 0.11. Yeah, I need a bit more subtle look. I think maybe blurring it to 10 pixels would be nice. So we're getting that. I think the only thing we are missing right now is, are we missing anything by the way? We're missing a bit of rounded corners, and I think our shadow is a bit strong. So maybe we can lower it to 0.3. Yeah, 0.3 is better. And then we can add border radius of maybe 3 pixels. Yeah. So we have the 3 profiles of them. I think I want to add something as well, which is when we press the add button, we get a drop of opacity, right? So let's do that. Dot add hover opacity, or maybe I don't want to add opacity. Maybe I want to change the background color. Maybe I want to make a darker shade of RGB because I want to. So if we target this one, yeah, right now you can't see anything, can't see shit. But now when I hover over it, see, you can see this darkening. But we also need to add active, so that when we click on it, it gives us a better vibe. So maybe opacity can do the job here. Opacity of 0.8 would do. So when you click on it, it gives you this look. But I don't want it to be so flashy. So we want to add a transition. We want to add a transition of maybe the opacity of 0.2 seconds, as well as background color of maybe again 0.2 seconds. So whenever you hover over it, it slowly changes the background color. And is it nice if we add? Nah, it doesn't look nice. I think opacity of 0.9 will do the job. Yeah, this is better. Yeah. So yeah, one thing that I think, or why is the spacing between them better? I don't need the chat. I need this one. Yeah. Is the spacing between them right? Yeah. So there is a problem. There is no problem. No problem. Drunk at 16. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It works. Maybe margin bottom would like to be 2 pixels, or maybe 5 pixels, maybe 15 pixels, or maybe 18 pixels. 20 pixels or maybe 22. No, it doesn't change much, so they're stuck at the same place. But I think it does the job because now we have a similar look of it. We have the similar look of how we wanted to see our cats, as well as how we want to see our images. I think this is an overall good work. Um, let's see. Let's check the image for once. I think they used a different font, but I don't know. Maybe. So this was a nice live, and thank you for joining if anyone did.